Hey, Thomas, I'm really excited to always hang out on Zoom with anyone who wants to spend some time with me, but I'm even more excited to hang out with you because we've never interacted face to face before through a computer, only through email. So it's nice to put a face to the person I've been communicating with for quite some time.
Yeah, me too. I feel like we've shot probably 100 emails back and forth,
At
and to
weird
actually have a
hours,
face,
absolutely.
you're very responsive. I appreciate that.
My
So,
wife doesn't always love that, but but anyways, so who are you and what do you do?
yeah, so I'm Thomas Tredennick. I'm one of many owners of Laverne Brewing in, you guessed it, Laverne, California. We're about 40 miles east of Los Angeles. So basically in the suburban sprawl of LA. And me and a bunch of friends and family cobbled together the money to buy Laverne Brewing about, gosh, the years kind of get past you with COVID and everything, but for 4 or 5 years ago, and we've really loved and enjoyed our time with it. It's definitely had its ups and downs, but that's me.
And how many owners are involved in the brewery?
So I'd say I probably need to check, but it's probably between 8 and 10.
I
It's a
love how
few
you
folks.
say you need to check. That's hilarious. But I think it speaks to the reality of the world we live in.
Absolutely. Like I said, we kind of cobbled the money together, and it's you find people that are, oh yeah, I'd love to own a brewery, right? So it doesn't take much money to get your name on the piece of paper, which is great. So
So in addition to running a brewery with quite a few partners, you also still have a full-time job. What else do you do?
yeah, so I work in biotech, a startup called Arsenal Bio, where we're working on cancer therapies and hoping to actually, progress that pretty soon, which is very exciting as well.
That's exciting. I'm sure you it sounds like you're passionate about both things you do, both, working for the biotech company and beer. So at our upcoming conference, what are you going to be talking about?
Yeah. So really, what it is the kind of the marriage of those two, right? Is having this full 9 to 5 job. Sometimes it's a 7 to 7 job, followed by a what I would love to be is a full time job at the brewery, right? But sadly, those two are often competing with one another. So really trying to strike that balance. How do you lean on the folks that you hire? How do you lean on the other owners? How do you automate things to try to make it as easy as possible? And I think most importantly for me is like, what things do you let go, right? Because as an owner, it's really easy to want to be in the details on every single thing, every single decision, but maybe it's best to not worry about what hops you're going to put into your, saison. Nobody's going to care. So
I can relate to you because next to my desk, I have a little notebook where I'm always writing down the tasks that I don't want to do anymore or I need to give up. So, yeah, it's challenging being an owner, but I know you're going to talk a lot about it at your presentation. But what's one tip you could give today, kind of a teaser of what someone who has a 9 to 5 but also runs a brewery, should be doing in their life to make it easier for themselves?
yeah, I think my first teaser would just be you got to hire the right people, and that's obviously very challenging with limited budgets. Just again finding the right people that are excited to run a brewery. But we've found that as we've gotten those folks who are passionate and very driven and excited about beer, I think that we can get into the details of what I found were those good aspects to be looking for in somebody to hire, because ultimately, those are the boots on the ground. Those are the ones that you have to trust to get those things done that are on that little list that you just showed of things that you don't want to do, right? So
Well, I love it. I'm excited to tune in during your presentation at the upcoming virtual conference. And once again, a pleasure to actually meet face to face. So hopefully we get to share a beer face to face in person before too long. So I'll see you in a few weeks, Thomas, and enjoy the weekend.
yep, you bet. Thank you.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.